13, 14 miles from home. And you're out in this beautiful countryside. I mean, Britain's a lovely country. I do consider myself quite lucky really to live so close to the Peak District. This is just about the Peak District, I suppose. It's just so chilled out here. Mostly, you get the odd clown on it in the cars, and on motorbikes, I suppose. But generally, there's no rush. It's just so relaxed. Not as relaxed as Spain. I've ridden the roads of Spain, are absolutely stunning. Pretty similar to this, but not as green. In fact, not green at all. Some of the trees are green, obviously, but a lot of the fields are just brown. I mean, doesn't take away any of the beauty of the place, but you know, lush green fields as opposed to brown scorched fields. I mean, they're both lovely in their own right, really, aren't they? From time to time I consider selling these two bikes I've got and just getting one big one, but then I get on them and I think, you sell them, especially the silver wing, you'll never get another one. Never get another one like it. Add this, I'll never get another K75 really. I mean, these are shooting up in value now, more than the silver wing. For some reason, you'd think it'd be the other way around, but yeah, these K75s in good nick, especially stock ones like this is. Alright, it's got the aftermarket sprint fairing on it, but it was fitted for BMW. I don't know about by BMW, but these are just creeping up and up and up each year. Each year they go up. I don't know, I mean, I guess if I was to sell it, I wouldn't struggle to get much less than £3.5 grand for this. Considering I spent over £1,000 painting it, getting it painted. I was gifted the bike. I'm not sure what would have come of it if I had taken it. I think maybe it would have gone to some garage and been stripped down to parts, I don't know. Hurt arms, it would hurt if you hit that, wouldn't it? I didn't think it'd be busy. Go. No, I suppose I could have gone then. I come that way because it avoids Belper. That was a CX500, I'm sure it was. Yeah, it just avoids Belper. You can get a bit busy and a bit tiresome going through there really. We're only, I think, 8 miles or so from Matlock. 6 miles from Matlock Bath. Not sure how far from Bakewell's the next one, and then you've got Buxton. And if you carry on past Buxton, you've got into Stockport, Manchester. In the summertime I'm going to do that run from up to Warrington this way, and then back another way, I suppose. Make a good day of it. Fill the pannier up, put some flasks in there, a couple of butties, top box, pillion, misses on the back. Ideal. I mean, today is not a bad day at all. I am glad I put those extra pairs of socks on and extra gloves on, and the jumper. Suppose it'd be chilly if I didn't have all that on. The River Derwent again. I think we're coming into Wirksworth. There's a railway line just above that wall up there. Used to be, I think, unless I'm mistaken, it used to be the old Derby to Manchester line, but it only goes as far as Buxton now, I think. Or Matlock. No, it only goes as far as Matlock, and then they cut it off at Matlock and it starts again at Buxton. So the bit between Matlock and Buxton is the bit that they've cut off. So now to get to Manchester from Derby on a train, I think you have to go towards Sheffield, Leeds, and across that way, or Crewe. You could go, yeah, I suppose you could go to from Derby to Crewe and then up that way to Manchester, but you'd still have to change at probably Warrington or somewhere maybe, or Crewe. Well, I don't know. Not been on a train for years. Last time I went on a train was to North Wales. Now there's a good spot there where them bikes are to take a photograph. Not them bikes, them dogs. I was a bit unsure about coming out today. I'm so glad I did now. This is lovely. Better than working anyway. Came up here a couple of years ago and it was like this here, and I carried on up to Buxton. It started bloody snowing. My God, was that cold coming back. And then earlier this year, first ride out on the Honda, I came up this way, probably third week in March, just before the first lockdown. Excuse me. And coming up here, I didn't stop at Matlock, I went all the way up to Buxton then. The temperature outside was something like 13, 14, and I couldn't figure out why when I got to Buxton I was absolutely freezing to death. And what I'd done, I'd left my jacket open at the top, and then of course, because I'd ridden so far with my jacket open, could I get warm? I couldn't get bloody warm, even when I got back home. Even when I got back home I couldn't get warm. Oh yeah, this is great. I don't think we'll stop at Matlock Bath. Find somewhere, get a coffee maybe, even if it's just a petrol station. In fact, there is a petrol station just north of Matlock Bath with a subway on it. I might get a coffee there. And then you can cut across over the tops that way towards Ashgrove. They don't actually have to go all the way up to Bakewell. I mean, them roads will be a bit of a mess, but hey, oh, this road's lovely, absolutely lovely. I often thought about, not so much now, but a few years ago, again selling these two bikes and getting myself a little sports bike. But the thing is, I mean, I've been now riding this for about 35 minutes, 40 minutes. I'm not aching at all, no wrists aching. It's as quick as a 600 CBR if you wind it up. I mean, obviously top speed's not. It handles almost as well. You've got the confidence to push it into the corners, and you can do the distance. I could easily run a tank of fuel out on this, quite easily. And get off, fill it up and carry on again. You know, on a sports bike you'd have to get off and stretch yourself and get yourself back into shape. I mean, these days the big cruisers, you know, the cruising bikes, of course the Taurus, which this is, and the Honda is, you can't use a sports bike to its full potential on the road anyway. I wouldn't mind a little one for, you know, for an afternoon, but if I was to even consider to the missus that I was getting a third bike, I think I'd be living in the garage. Which ain't, I suppose, a bad thing. Nah, love her really. Can't be too greedy, can I? She never moans when I go out on it. She's quite funny actually, because I'll say I'll be out for about an hour or so. Yeah, I'll see you in 5 hours. You know, I don't like to take the mickey, but... And you can't do this in a car, can you? I won't stop. To stop, I'm going to need the toilet and things. And it's probably going to be heaving because it's one of the last nice days of the year. Although, you know, we're in November, get Christmas out of the way in January and February, and then it starts to get a bit nicer again. So we've only got a couple of months really of potentially bad weather. I mean, this is absolutely stunning. Classic old something or other there. I don't know any classic cars, but I know it was an old one. And that cap's still running yet. Yeah, I was in two minds at whether to come out. Thinking, oh, I've got to put extra socks on, extra gloves, another jumper, get the bike out the garage, and then, you know what, just do it. Now we're dropping down now into Matlock Bath, as anyone who's half familiar with this place would know. You come here in the height of summer, and it is absolutely, you can't even park a motorbike. And plus they've started putting, well they've not started, they have done, put parking restrictions all along here. And there's a traffic warden that patrols up and down. It's not as busy as I thought. Nowhere near as busy as I thought. There's a nice new restaurant, a la carte, is it a la carte? Al fresco, a la carte. Al fresco restaurant just up here on the left, just after this phone box I think. They're all open there. I don't know if it's open actually. Oh, there it is, there, that's Giorgio Poggio. I was in there the other week. I came on the other bike round here. Back in that'd be October I suppose. August, September, maybe September. No, it would have been September. because I was just getting over bad toothache. That wasn't overly busy. I know we're in a lockdown as such, but you know, I'm not hardly breaking any rules. Not that I'm really bothered. What harm am I going to do? Riding my own bike, enclosed in my own crash helmet, breathing in my own air. You know. And that was Matlock Bath, and here we're coming into Matlock. This looks a bit like that old kids TV programme. What was it called, that one that was set by the sea in Scotland? Oh, what the hell was it called? Oh, what was it called? It was no, I can't remember. Slowing right down for, and here we are into Matlock. So I guess, yeah, this is absolutely stunning. This time of year, well any time of year, but if you come here about 4 weeks ago when all the trees are just dropping the leaves, you have got to watch out for leaves all over the road, like, but the colours are stunning, absolutely stunning. Couple of learners there. I always give a nod, even if they're on a little moped, it doesn't matter, it's still two-wheelers. This is deserted. Oh, he just jumped a lightning, naughty boy. Just sailed straight through that red light. Now normally this place would be absolutely heaving. Matlock Antiques and Collectibles Centre. No lorries. Oh yeah, you're alright with frigging caravans though. There's actually a bit of heat coming off of that sun. Just feel it coming on the side of my face there. Oh, side of my car, mate. Any other Sunday, you'd be queuing, excuse me, you'd be queuing to get around this roundabout. Especially in the middle of the week, in the middle of the summer. With the visor on, but it's not incredibly cold. It says as his nose is running. Darley Dale. Now we're right in the Peak District now. I mean, look at that there. Over there, that's absolutely stunning. Should really keep an eye on the road. Like a big old cafe racer, that. go back to this bike, but they do say that when BMW made the K75, K100, K1100, out of the K bikes that they still make, the latest one's a K1600. I don't know how reliable that is, but the ones in between, I mean the K12 is not supposed to be very reliable at all. And I mean, I can't see them lasting as long as this. I mean, I've ridden a K100 RS, which is RS means road sport. This is a C comfort, and to be honest, even though it's got an extra pot, an extra 250cc, it don't feel that much different power wise to this. I mean, 2 up, yeah, I guess dare say it comes into its own a little bit, 2 up, but solo, I don't think there's a difference at all. Well, there will be, won't there, but K100, the one I've ridden, which is my dad's one, which he actually used to own this one. The only difference I would say is it does seem to, it handles, not to say handles better, but it's not as wide, it doesn't feel as wide as this, so it's a bit more sporty position, I guess that's with it being the RS model. I'll do at one point I'll do a review on the 2 bikes, the 2 ones I've got, the Silverling and this, and compare the 2. Because they're of a similar age. This is a far more modern bike, considering it's only 3 years newer than the other one. 83, 85, yeah, 86, yeah. Man, this is great. And it's quite nice to have the road to yourself near enough. Apart from that factory thing there, views here are really nice. We've done 30 miles nearly. I could squeeze through there probably. Now then, the tips of my fingers are getting a little bit chilly. Nothing that a nice warm cup of coffee wouldn't solve. A lot of these guys will have come down from Manchester, I suppose, wouldn't they? And this thing will pull down with it top gear. Alright, we're not now. We're in third. It'll pull away in third. Absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous, I say. Rowsley, right? These nice little villages here now. I suppose Yorkshire's the same, isn't it? I know. Lake District is another good place.